Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We are doing the Raw review episode. Raw kicked off with CM Punk cutting promo, and that would follow up with LA Knight coming out. They shake hands, go back and forth about Seth Rollins, which led to Paul Heyman coming out with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. All of this led up eventually to a tag team match being made for Braun and versus LA Knight and CM Punk for later on tonight. After all that, we get backstage and we see the Judgment Day. Dominic Mysterio would bring El Grande Americano into the clubhouse, and not everybody was very much appeased to that. Of course, Finn Balor would push him to the side and have a conversation with him, and then we get back to the ring for a matchup between AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, versus Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano, which Dom and El Grande end up picking up the victory in. Backstage, we see from earlier today, Sami Zayn and Adam Pearce talking. Sheamus would walk in, um, and then backstage, now we have Io Sky and Raquel with Roxanne. They walk up, and we get a matchup set for later on tonight between Io Sky and Roxanne Perez. And then back to the ring, we are set up for Sami Zayn versus Rusev's match. Great back and forth action that is unfortunately ended with a disqualification as Solo Sikoa and the MFTs come through the crowd and attack Sami Zayn, leading to Sami Zayn winning this match by DQ. Security would run down to the ring and stop Solo and the MFTs, bring them away from Sami Zayn. Then we would pan over to Rusev, where Sheamus would begin his attack on Rusev. Their attack would lead through the crowd. The security would try and break it up, but that was to no avail. Uh, and then after that, we get backstage where we see Adam Pearce making sure Solo and the crew are leaving. And then we see Adam Pearce getting walked up on by Grayson Waller in the New Day, and they are requesting a match against Penta. Adam Pearce says we can go ahead and do that next week. And then we get a video package from Bronson Reed calling out Roman Reigns. After that, backstage, we see Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors right before Io Sky's match. This leads to her walking towards the ring, set up for Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez. She tells the Kabuki Warriors that she does not need them in this matchup. However, the Kabuki Warriors did try and get involved towards the end of this matchup, which ultimately led to Roxanne Perez's victory here. And then backstage, we see Jey Uso getting interviewed, which is cut off by LA Knight. And then after that, backstage, we see Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors, where Asuka ends up walking off. Back to the ring, we get Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree for the Intercontinental Championship, which is, of course, won by none other than Becky Lynch. After the match, Natalya would come in and check on Maxine Dupree. However, Becky Lynch would end up attacking Natalya and leaving both of them laid out in the ring. Then backstage, we see Seth Rollins' crew cutting a video package. And then I'm sorry, cutting a promo, and then we get a video package from Bailey. And then backstage, we see Lyra Valkyria talking. After that, backstage, we see Io Sky walking. Stephanie Valkyria walks up to her. They have a little words. And then next is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky having a couple words. Next, back to the ring, we are set for our main event of the night, LA Knight, CM Punk versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman, of course. Winners by disqualification, LA Knight and CM Punk. Seth Rollins would attack CM Punk. Braun would jump in and attack Punk as well. Jey Uso's music would eventually hit. He would come down with a steel chair, taking out Braun. Then Bronson, Adam Pearce would come out and make a fatal four-way matchup for a clash in Paris. As it looks like Seth and his crew are backing down. However, back to the ring after this fatal four-way matchup was set between Seth, LA Knight, Jey Uso, and CM Punk for Clash. We have LA Knight, Jey, and CM Punk unfortunately attacking each other in the ring, which of course led to CM Punk, which of course led to Rollins and his crew coming back in and taking all of the men out and allowing Seth Rollins to get three curb stomps in on each of the guys, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and CM Punk. And Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman stand tall to end Monday Night Raw. Can't wait to see what happens next. We are geared in towards a fatal four-way match. When will Naomi get medically cleared to have that championship match? And Stephanie Valkyrie is also supposed to be getting her title shot at Clash in Paris. So Will that be a triple threat match? We'll just have to tune in and find out. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. I'll hit you guys with a preview of SmackDown later on this week. And just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.